Good afternoon, dear students. Today we are going to start herbal food and herbal drug interaction. As because we are discussing about different type of herbal nutrition to improve the health, also we have to know what should be the interaction of those herbal food with different type of drug. Before knowing that, we must have a basic idea about food drug interaction. Drug food interaction maybe give a possible effect, either decreasing the action of the drug, increasing the absorption of the drug, causes some adverse effect within the body, mainly by altering different type of ADME process. Drug interaction is nothing but maybe occurred either interaction of a drug with a particular drug, interaction of the drug with the food, interaction of the drug with herbal preparation, adverse drug reaction. The relationship and interaction between the food and the nutrient present in the food with the drug is a very important criteria in healthcare and the medical field. The certain food with their specific nutrient, if ingested or taken along with the sum of the drug, can affect the bioavailability, pharmacokinetic parameter, pharmacodynamic parameter and the therapeutic effect of the medication. The different factors which affecting the extent of interaction between the food and the drug is mainly depend upon the dose of the drug, the person age, the size and state of health. Apart from this, the time of intake the food and medication also plays an important role in food drug interaction. Avoiding of drug interaction is not like that we have to avoiding the drug and food, but we have to take them in a proper way and in a proper interval or in a proper duration of interval. Absorption can be affected by food drug interaction. The presence of food and nutrient in the intestinal tract may affect the absorption of the drug. Different type of anti-osteoporosis drug absorption will be negligible if it is taken with some food. The absorption will decrease 60% when this type of drug is taken with coffee or orange juice. Absorption of iron from the supplements can be reduced 50% when it is taken with some food. Methyl dopa and dopamine, they have the capacity to interact with amino acid present in the food and absorb the delay or absorption is delayed. So, whenever we are using this drug, either we should avoid this food, or if we have to give with those food, then we have to control the dose. Absorption of other type of drug like tetracycline develops some insoluble complex with any type of dairy product which contain calcium. Absorption of antiretroviral drug is increases twofold by when it is consumed with some iron supplements and the calcium. Glycoflavin is a lipid soluble drug and it enhances the absorption when we are taking it with high fat foods. Absorption is addition to the food or food component. Any type of high fiber diet have the capacity to decrease the absorption of tricyclic antidepressant. It should not be taken with high thyroid foods like wheat bran and the oatmeal, as because if we take the antidepressant with this type of drug, then the absorption will be more and we can get some adverse effect. Metabolism is also affected by food drug interaction. Changes in the diet may alter the drug action. That means we can't use, or generally we are not consume grapefruit juice with different type of statin group of drug, antihistamines, immunosuppressant and importance drug. Different type of phenobarbital and phenytoin have the capacity to increase the metabolism of vitamin D, vitamin K and folic acid. Carbamazepine may affect the metabolism of biotin, vitamin D and folic acid, which is leading to possible depletions. The theophylline, a high protein diet, can enhance the clearance of this drug. Monoamino oxidase inhibitors, when it is interacting with some pressure agent present in the food, they have the capacity to break down the tyramine and other pressures. The significant intake of high tyramide foods like cheese and meats with monoamino oxidase inhibitor have the capacity to produce some hypertensive crisis. Excretion is also affected by the food drug interaction. As example, when any patient which is in low sodium diet will reabsorb more lithium along with the sodium. So, patient with high sodium diet will excrete more lithium. So, whenever we have to prescribe him lithium, the dose of the lithium must be very high. Different type of thiazide diuretics mainly increase the excretion of potassium and magnesium, but reduce the excretion of calcium. High doses with calcium supplementation may result in hypercalcemia. Potassium sparing diuretics increase the excretion of sodium, chloride and calcium. If we are considering the interaction of drug with the coffee, then we can say that the anti-anxiety effect can be affected by the tranquilizer. The increase the adverse effect of some stimulants such as theophylline, methylphenidate, this group of drug. So, we should not consume this drug with the coffee. In combination with some drug, some additive toxicity can be observed. With CNS suppression drug may be produce excessive drowsiness. Some gastric irritant in combination with other irritants such as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs may increase the chances of GI bleed. Should not be combined with other hepatotoxic drugs such as acetaminophen and methotrexate. Interaction with alcohol can be life threatening when it is combined with some disulfiram, which is mainly responsible to cause nausea, headache, increased blood pressure, and some of the drug like chlorpromamide, tinidazole also have some adverse effect when it is consumed with the alcohol. Avoiding drug food interaction not means that we are either avoiding the consumption of drug or consumption of the food, but we have to very much careful about the combination of this type of food and drug. It may be very patient to patient. So, we have to very much careful and we have to follow the instruction provided in the drug and the food which we are going to consume. Now, pharmacist must play an important role in preventing food drug interaction. The consequence of food drug interaction may include delayed, decrease or enhanced absorption of the drug. So, accordingly dose of the drug must be very much precisely determined by the pharmacist. Food may also affect the bioavailability, metabolism and excretion of the certain medication. So, we have to very much careful about the dose of the drug and amount of the food we are taking to reduce the food drug interaction or to stop the food drug interaction. Thanking you for your listening, as because here we are mainly discussing about the food drug interaction. Here we are mainly focusing the adverse effect. Sometimes food drug interaction is also give some beneficial effect, so we are not highlight that part here. We are going to continue in our next class. Thanking you, dear student.